Sigurd addressed you by name, and you did not go mad with pleasure. It addressed you almost as if you were an equal. It passed within inches of your frail mortal frame, and what's more, it mentioned rain. Could it be that it was referring to the fabled storm of cerebrospinal fluid, which will one day come to quench all sanity?
Okay.
Brothers, sisters, bow down before Flurple, for he is clearly the prophet of Sigurd.
Jesus. Wow, man.
Please, O prophet, guide our worship, for we have noticed of late that our Lord appears dissatisfied with our sacrifices. The blood of many goats once pleased Sigurd, and yet now we do not understand what has changed.
She's going through puberty.
Hey, we're playing Monster Prom Second Term, so...
Hey, so you know what that means?
Yeah.
We're dating some people. We're back
Again.
to our old roots again.
Yeah, so if you've been following us since the start of this channel, which you probably haven't, this was our first game that we played on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monster Prom was literally our first game.
Brings me back old memories.
Yeah, I love this game. I really like Monster Prom. They recently released some DLC. It's called Second Term, and that's what we're doing.
Let's do a full hour.
No, we're just going to do the short one because that's what we did last time.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to be the zombie.
You were the zombie? You're
Yeah.
going to be the zombie? You were the fire chick last time.
I was a fire chick. Dude, yeah. I want to be my...
You want to be, yeah.
Exactly.
Yu Hakusho?
Yu Hakusho.
Are you going to be young Jimmy Nixon?
Young Nixon.
Young...
Young Jim.
Okay.
Pronoun. They.
I was her last time.
You were a ghost girl.
Well, no, she's a zombie.
Oh, a zombie.
I dated Ghost Girl.
So
I guess I'll be him.
Yellow.
Name Flurple. You know me too well.
Yes.
I'm Flurple.
I can do this.
Okay.
I can do this. I can do this.
21. He's 20 fucking one.
He's a little old
older.
for high school. I remember Polly. I dated her. She's 22, maybe. Damien LeVay, 21. Why is everybody so old in high school?
Yeah, I don't think that's right. Right?
Liam De Lioncourt.
Yeah, he's 400 plus.
Yep, over 400 years old.
He's
Hipster
a
vampire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna date Zoe. I'm dating Zoe. An Eldritch cutie who went from an endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. I call Zoe.
Okay.
You can have Calculester Hewlett Packard.
Version 1.0.
Yeah.
I want her.
Vera Oberlin.
My first one didn't go well, but now she knows she's a greedy character. We're ready to start.
Ready to party. So you sure you want to go with the Gorgon? Because you went for the Gorgon last time, and the whole point was for the new characters.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go for the. Let's see what. I'm gonna just see who I land with.
Okay.
I'm not really particular who I land with.
All right. You do you.
Okay. I'm
One for Zoe though.
Okay. Let's see.
Zoe or Zoe? I don't know.
Let's see.
I think it's
Jim.
Zoe. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit,
Dope.
leading to a spectacular comeback.
Dope.
You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm.
Hey.
Your performance in that game earns you a position as first pick on Vera's team for next game. Sweet.
Dope.
When you get over to her side of the court, though, you notice her furrowed brow. She's having trouble choosing the next player.
Hey there.
As much as I hate to admit it, I brought you over here because I need your help. You see, my acceptance at a top-tier business school is riding on this game. Everyone knows business schools hate losers, and dodgeball is basically the new golf.
Dude, dodgeball is dodgeball, dude.
Yeah, dodgeball's dodgeball.
It's hella fun to play.
But she calls it the new golf.
I need to assemble a killer team, but my skills lie in discerning people's weaknesses,
Boom.
not their strengths.
Boom. She's blushing.
Okay.
That's where you come in. Help me pick the best team, and I'll be sure to remember you fondly when I'm crushing peons with my business degree.
Hey.
Picking teams is your jam. You whisper in Vera's ear. Just like he leans into her ear. Picking teams is my jam. All right.
Pick all the worst players. If you win, you're god for leading losers to victory. If you lose, it's all their fault. Don't pick any of the chumps. I'll just hire a team of homicidal dodgeball supermen, which is usually be mercenaries.
I think that's what she would do.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Solving problems through unfair application of capital, just the thing business schools are looking for. Hire away.
Dope. You make a call to your preferred mercenary provider, and pretty soon you've got a team of hobgoblins who look like they could beat the shit out of the moon.
Dope.
Are you just gonna say dope after every sentence?
Yeah, dude. Dude.
Despite the other team's protest, the game begins and lasts 14 seconds.
Shit.
As the ambulance crew arrives to clean up the wreckage, Vera winks at you.
And what matters most is that we worked.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Sure. Yep, that's the moral of the story, all right. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, that was a pretty good.
So you got 11 smart, 7 boldness, 3 creativity, 3 charm, 5 fun, and 5 money. Dude, I'm set.
All right, where do you think Zoe would be?
She's probably just geeking out at the auditorium.
What kind of voice should I do for this? That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob.
Oh!
Your performance is intense and inspiring.
Oh!
It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards.
Dude, you made
You
it.
gain +2 creativity.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were gonna help. Yeah, I picked the right play.
I told you. I fucking told you.
Good job. Good job. You were gonna help Zoe with her math homework after, but you noticed her surrounded by a crowd. You noticed her surrounded by. Oh, okay.
You're telling me I have a hard time reading. Look at you.
You noticed her surrounded by a crowd of sinister cloaked figures. She seems pissed about it.
Guys, stop! I don't want any dead goats. I'm at school.
We must commence the rituals.
Okay.
Okay, Jesus.
We must commence the rituals.
Lord Zagord.
Oh, we understand you perfectly, Lord Zagord. This is a test.
Wait,
We must.
Lord Zagord? That's a guy.
I don't know.
That's a guy. Lord.
Sure. I don't know.
guy.
I guess.
You're about to date a guy.
Sure. I don't know. This is a test. We must bring you even more dead goats to satisfy your dark hunger.
What? No, that's the opposite of what I said, and I don't go by Zagord anymore. I'm Zoe, okay? Zoe. Can we take a rain check on that study session, Flurple? I can't stand to be around these jerks. I can't
Nah.
Zoe brushes past you on her way out. It's a she.
Okay.
On her way out, the cultists stare at you with unconcealed awe. Well, okay, it's concealed by their terrifying masks, but still.
All hail Zagord.
Zagord addressed you by name, and you did not go mad with pleasure. It addressed you almost as if you were an equal. It passed within inches of your frail mortal frame, and what's more, it mentioned rain. Could it be that it was referring to the fabled storm of cerebrospinal fluid, which will one day come to quench all sanity?
Okay.
Brothers, sisters, bow down before Flurple, for he is clearly the prophet of Zagord.
Jesus. Wow, man.
Please, O prophet, guide our worship, for we have noticed of late that our Lord appears dissatisfied with our sacrifices. The blood of many goats once pleased Zagord, and yet now we do not understand what has changed.
She's going through puberty.
That's pretty obvious. Perhaps, given your special relationship with our incomprehensible master, you could suggest a new sort of sacrifice that would please it. Oh, fuck it. You've got nothing better to do. You decide to be a prophet for the day. You tell them that what they should really be sacrificing. It's important to learn from your mistakes, so sacrifice another goat. But right, we're sorry on the side. Sacrifice your own harmful prejudices.
So blasphemous.
Damn.
But our harmful prejudices are precious to us. They're how we remain reliably unpleasant, the better we to unplease Zagord. Maybe that's how it was with Zagord, you explain, but Zoe's got an entirely different set of standards that don't involve being a bigot. Ah, your wisdom truly is subtle and deep. Very well, bring out the prejudices. One of the cultists stepped forward with a steel-banded box stained with blood and scorched by fire. You're not sure exactly what's inside, but it smells pretty racist. What does racist smell like?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Now bring out the vat of acid we always carry around.
Okay.
Where were they keeping all this stuff? Those robes must be really roomy. They keep it in their buttholes.
Is that a prison
Later,
joke?
guys.
Is that a prison joke?
Now dissolve the prejudices in acid. Go on, do it. The box dissolves with a sound like 1,000 grandmothers disapproving of your gender identity. Ah! We're suddenly unprotected from new and radical ideas. The revelations are flooding in.
Okay.
Could it be that we have just been jerks?
Yes.
Alas, it is true, and it is true also that our Lord demands from us one further sacrifice. It is the greatest sacrifice of all. We must sacrifice the past.
Dun, dun, dun.
The name Sigurd is gone, perished along with the dark timeline that gave it birth. Here and now, we rededicate ourselves to a new cult, the cult of Zoe. Wow, that worked way better than you expected. Maybe you can dissolve the prejudices of other bigots in acid too, or maybe you can just dissolve the bigots in acid. Either way, you gain +2 charm and +1 boldness.
We're going random.
Yeah, sure.
Every these like trade places we're doing random.
Yeah, that's what we're
It's
doing.
literally 50-50. See?
Yeah, I'm first.
The die
My voice does not match my character whatsoever.
At all. No. He's more like
All right.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
more of a nerd.
All right. Let's do this.
Where are you gonna sit?
We're gonna save the world.
Where are you gonna sit?
I'm gonna sit with Zoe.
It's not like Zoe and Miranda aren't always the perkiest of gals, but they seem extra perky as they skitter around writing things down in notebooks.
You want to do her voice?
Doubtless you are admiring our great work, Flurple. You see, we are now food critics. Zoe has hired me for her magazine, a totally real food magazine.
Okay.
It's an honor to have you on board, Your Highness.
Your Highness.
Your Highness.
Zoe holds up a bunch of papers stapled together with doodles in crayon that seem to be Eldritch runes, with some Sparky Scratch and Sniff stickers stuck on top.
Dope. If you are quiet and subversive, you may watch us.
Subservient.
Shut up. You may watch us in our quest to be the best food critics ever.
Okay.
I was a little hesitant about founding this very legitimate magazine since I'm new to eating things other than minds and souls.
Oh, okay. And I usually
That's what she said.
Okay. I was going to actually read that,
Which
but
was
okay, cool.
comprised of Miranda's food serfs. Now watch us create culinary criticism magic. First up, macaroni and cheese.
This food item contains both macaroni and cheese, and therefore deserves 5 stars for this accurate description. Next, conscious with vegetables.
Couscous with
What the fuck
vegetables.
is couscous?
Couscous.
I never had couscous.
You've never had couscous?
What's couscous?
I've never had couscous
Exactly.
either. I mean, I've heard the word used before, but I've never actually
I
really
may have
seen what
said
it
as
is.
joke once.
Yeah, probably. I mean, couscous is a pretty well-known word, but probably not like the most well-known food item.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe we're just out of the loop. I've never tried it, and the pieces seem way too small to even register in my many mouths.
I won't try it either, but the name sounds very, very fancy. So 5 stars. Here's the
this
microwave.
Yes, this is very shiny and very cubic shaped, which are both good qualities for food. 5 stars, yes.
What's wrong with you? Here's some French fries. They don't seem to be particularly French.
But they don't seem particularly unfrenched either. Yes.
So, oh dear! How will we ever determine their Frenchosity?
You need a Frenchometer.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Easy. That's your specialty.
That's your specialty.
That's my specialty. So you should give the French fries a French kiss worthy of the most epic of French fictions to check how good they are at French kissing and therefore calculate their Frenchosity. Randa, obviously, you're the most qualified to determine this. The only way to establish Frenchosity is to actually go to France. Just send an eating serf over to check. We're going to do this one.
Exactly.
How did you know about my French-themed spooky high olive monsterables? You truly are my #1 fan, aren't you, Flurple?
No. No, I'm not.
I am your number one fan, though. If my number one fan, what?
If my number one fan, she means trying to get in her technicals at one prom, then sure.
I think he means if by number one fan. I think that's a typo.
This game sucks.
One out
It's
of
5.
five. We're just gonna end this early later. If you find them to be sufficiently good kissers, my Eldritch compatriots, I will join you in this endeavor. It will,
Do you really?
This was you. My bad.
Oh, okay. It will be good practice for me when a prince comes along, provided I do not enchanted slumber at the time.
I feel like people shouldn't be kissing people in any kind of slumber, but that's a separate issue. So I'm just gonna make out with a fried potato now.
Potato. She does.
That's an interesting image. Yes, I found that kiss to be both French and fried.
5 stars.
Yeah, that's 5 stars.
Spoiler alert, you rock.
Dope.
Yeah, I rock.
Yeah.
And Flurple, maybe you and I can work on other
She's
kissing
gonna
adventures.
kiss
She
your
wants to make out.
She's gonna kiss your pee-pee.
She's gonna kiss all the things. And it's gonna be very Eldritchy and Cthulhu-y.
Excuse me?
There's gonna be tentacles all over the place.
Excuse me?
This is the basis for all the mainstream hentais.
What?
I've watched enough hentai to know where this is going.
Okay.
Heck yeah, and you do. It's called giving butterfly kisses to honey roasted butterflies to determine their butterfly factor.
Okay.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Sure.
It's your
Yeah,
go.
dude. I'm going there, my guy. I'm going
What
there.
about the cat?
There was a cat?
There was a cat.
No, it's not a cat.
There was a cat.
You take your seat aside, arguably the 2 coolest monsters of all Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Okay. Yes, and it's delicious.
That's just gonna be his voice now.
Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. You don't know, only consume things that are dead. The only population is out of control and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and show them devour the ones I hate the most. It makes it more extra tasty. You may actually have a point there, and I've had a hand in the pot. I can inflict more effective and specific pain, and I bet there's a way to make money off of this too. I feel like this is like chewing. It's like fucking Solo.
It's Han
chewing.
Solo and Chewie, yeah.
Liam, you know what you're gonna find innovative.
Or like the South Park crew and Kenny.
Yeah, find an innovative and creative way to fight society forward, or do you want to oppose the cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking and he struggles between his desires to be perceived as ethical and a desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in.
No, you can stop in and help out. Help in.
The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what if they're afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste and byproduct of meat industry, let them serve eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, the
Animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they can really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics.
So
I think the first one?
yeah, the first one.
Yeah, the first one, right?
Boom.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps animals from ever gaining eternal resting place.
What the hell is it with Vera and animals?
They're plushies.
She hates them.
Yeah.
She hates them all.
Hell yeah, it is. Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, young Jim, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you...
Get royalties, though.
Fuck you.
But we could be rich.
But that being said, I
Together.
will get a double scoop of Rocky Road Soul sprinkled on top.
Yum.
Maybe? You don't know. You've never eaten a soul before. But it sure sounds delicious getting Vera's approval.
Yeah.
Dope.
We're doing
We're
good.
doing good.
Everybody chooses. Okay, so we're going to do this next time on Monster Prom.
Yeah.
Hey!